Yo, this video is called "The Bar is So Low for Men." And I'm recording this video in my car because I want to do a shoot outside, but I live in Florida in the summertime, so it's fucking raining. And every self-development YouTuber has done a video in their car, so it's about time I do one. Anyway, this video is called "The Bar is So Low for Men." And what I mean by that is that modern men are, the bar is so low for modern men. They're so weak and they're so emotional. And this is what kind of triggered me to make this video, is that I saw a video called "A third of men under the age of 30 aren't having sex." A third of men under the age of 30 aren't having sex. And obviously sex doesn't define you, and it is not the end-all be-all. And as somebody who is anti-porn and masturbation and very big on no-fap and semen retention, out of a third of those men that aren't having sex, you know how many of them want to be having sex? Probably as close to 100% as you can get. And those that, are like maybe Christian or have religious views, they still want to have sex, but they're waiting to find the right partner. So a third of men want, under the age of 30, in their prime, obviously not their prime, but they still are, an adult and, in college, or they're young and they have a desire to have sex, and they aren't, because the bar is so low. Modern men are weak, and men in society have lost their way, because you have men that are too toxic and too masculine, and you have men that nowadays are trying to listen to mainstream media and becoming more feminine and dressing more feminine and acting more feminine and acting more emotional. And men that want to attract a feminine woman, a woman that is in her feminine, it's okay, but most men are very androgynous, and also women are kind of shifting that way. So the attraction, the pull for the opposite sex, if you're a straight man and a straight woman, is diminishing, because you look at the opposite sex, and nowadays men and women are becoming so much more alike, and our roles in society and our roles in family and our roles in the workplace are becoming so uniform that attraction is being lost for the opposite sex. If you're a masculine man and you like feminine women, a masculine woman isn't gonna attract you because they're like you. That's why straight men aren't attracted to straight men, because they aren't attracted to the same thing. Obviously the body and biology, but there's not that energy, that feminine energy that you're craving as a man, and as a woman, that leadership, that direction, that masculine energy, that your masculine edge, following your purpose. A lot of men falling off this path. Men nowadays are so weak. They're so addicted to social media. And this goes for women too, but the bar for men is so low too. I could make a whole video about women too, but men, I'm speaking to men, the bar is so low. A lot of men nowadays spend most of their time working jobs they don't like, and in their free time they play fucking hours of video games a day. They're on social media for hours a day. And late night, when they're bored, instead of reading or instead of meditating, majority of men are fucking watching porn and masturbating and living out their sex lives via their phone, via their imagination. They don't know how to speak to women, but all the information's there. If you want to improve yourself, all the information's on the internet. But men and women, but I'm speaking to men specifically in this video, are so addicted to pleasure, so addicted to comfort, that instead of working on ourselves, we're just watching Netflix, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Twitter, scrolling through Facebook, watching porn, because it feels good, right? Your body thinks you're reproducing when you're having sex with your fucking phone, but you're not. The bar is so low for men That's why a third of men under the age of 30 aren't having sex. Women that most men find attractive are having sex with like the top like 20% of men. And it isn't hard to get to the top 20%. You don't necessarily have to make 100K. You don't necessarily have to have the nicest car or have the nicest body. But if you're a man that's just masculine, that doesn't take shit for women, and isn't a simp, and I'm not saying, there's two schools of this. There's men that hate women, and there's men that want women but do all the wrong things and act feminine and don't know what makes them tick, and listens to mainstream media on how to, interact with women. So they're lost and they're simping, and they think, overly pursuing women, not letting them come to them, not enjoying the dance of dating, and being insecure, and scaring women off because they're not masculine, not focused on themselves. As men, focus on yourself, focus on your mission, focus on what you want to do in life. Work out. This isn't necessary. You can still attract quality women if you aren't, in the best shape, or you don't have the nicest things or the best career right now. But as long as you're on your purpose and you're pursuing something, you have something outside of your 9 to 5, you have something that you're passionate about every day, that passion as a man, that masculine edge, that purpose, that leadership, that confidence too. Many men lack confidence. They lack social skills. They don't know how to interact with women. They don't know how to interact with men. They don't know how to interact with anyone, because nowadays people are so addicted to social media, they don't know how to fucking speak to each other. So, as a man, to get to the top 20%, so you are, having sexual relations with women that you want, you're having the sex life, the dating life that you want, which is okay. It's okay to want those things. Quit the porn. Quit the masturbating. Because you're just depleting your sexual energy. Get rid of the social media. Unless you are somebody that is producing on social media, or has or you have like a social media that benefits you, where you have like lots of followers and you use it in a way that you could meet new people. But if you're just one of the many people, because many people nowadays, they post something like a couple times a month or every couple months, and most of the time they're just consuming, and they're getting shoved things that they don't want in their brain, that is destructive to their path and destructive to their growth. So quit the porn, quit the social media. Focus on yourself. Start meditating. Start finding some sort of physical activity so you get in better shape. Start learning how to talk to people. Start learning how to be more masculine. Because modern men, the bar is so low that you could get to the top 20% so easily. You don't necessarily have to have the highest paying job or the sexiest body, but if you could just be a man that's in his masculine energy, that doesn't take shit for women, but also you have to have a love for women. You also have to genuinely want to be around women. Be on your purpose. Have something outside of chasing women, chasing sex, because that's the thing. When you're chasing sex, when you're constantly, I want her, I need her, you scare people away. That's needy energy that scares people away. So focus on yourself. Have a life that's interesting outside of your dating life, and have a life that you want to live, not what society tells you to live. And learn more about masculine and feminine dynamics. Become more dominant, but in like a healthy way. Be a leader. Be a man. Be a strong male. Because there's so many males that aren't strong, that are weak. There's so many absent fathers. So many men that they lose their emotional cool in the heat of an argument, and they hit women, or they yell at them, or women are just, they're all over the place. That's feminine energy, and you got to be able to stay grounded to deal with women that you love, that you like, that you want to be around. That's okay. Men want women to be like men. Men are more logical, majority women are more emotional, more feminine, more free-flowing. So learn more about that dynamic and work on yourself. Anyway, that's why I think the bar is so low for modern men. Peace.